Welcome back to our next English class. In the previous class, we have discussed about the varieties of the child labor according to Azim Premji, and he said that not only physical child labor but we have mental child labor, and he compared the two different stratas of the society, but he was very clear about that, and to a certain extent everybody could get agreed what he wanted to convey. Now, during his complete speech, Azim Premji's complete writings, he has discussed about the certain quotations of Gandhiji he quoted. First of all, he said about Gandhiji what he said for the children. Gandhiji said that greatest lessons are learnt from children, not from the adults. Yeah, sometimes he was correct that sometimes we learn from the children. Like we learn from our youngest and you learn from your younger ones. So sometimes it happens. Why? Because they belong to a different condition and circumstances and a different era of the life, and we belong to a different era and you belong to the different era. So each other, we are interdependent on each other. And what he said is that children are fearless. According to Azim Premji, children are fearless. That's true. You must have seen 3-year-old, 4-year-old, sometimes 5-year-old also. They jump, they stand up at any place and they jump out. They jump from anywhere. They don't have the fear of falling. And when you have seen even 2 years also, if suppose somebody is saying, come on, go ahead and jump, and they just start jumping, they don't have the fear of falling down as well. Getting hurt, falling down, they don't have any fear because they don't have like fear of life. They don't know what the pain is. They don't realize this. So that's why all the children are fearless. If you have seen the children of LKG, UKG and all, they have a different varieties of you can say naughtiness, mischievous things doing in the class. They have a different level. Those who are in 8th and 9th standard, 10th standard, they are different. They are doing very mischievous things. There is a different level. Their level is different and that level is very much different. That shows the difference in their age gap. That shows their innocence level as well. So, according to Azim Premji, the children are fearless and they never give up. They never give up. They always try. They try until they get success or until they get tired. But they never give up. And again next day if you give them a chance, they will do the same thing. They will try to find out why it had not happened to them. It is actually curiosity, or you can say their undying spirit, which make them the children. The next is they're curious to understand. They are very curious to understand what the relations are, who the people are, what they are doing. Have you ever undergone the question hour of a child? If you are interacting with the children, if you are actually doing something in front of the children, I'm talking about the youngsters, quite youngsters. Those who are in the nursery, LKG, UKG or below that, if you are doing something in front of them, they will ask 1,000 questions because they want to understand what is that happening. Why you are doing this? Who told you to do that? What will happen if you do this? What is the result of that? They will ask so many questions that sometimes we lose our patience. So it happens like they are very curious to understand what is happening, what the relations are, what the people are doing, how they are doing. They just want to imitate their elders. That's why these 3 qualities are most commonly found, or these are the qualities which make them children. First is fearless, never give up and curious to understand. Next is he is comparing here with the adults. This is Azim Premji's words. He is saying that adults are always fearful. They have a fear of losing the job, losing the money, losing the relations, losing the confidence, or falling down. They have every fear into them. So they are very fearful. They easily give up. If suppose something is not happening, leave it. They try for once or twice, then they give it up. Okay, let it be. If it is not happening, okay, it is not happening, no, so why to worry about that? But the children, they never give up. And the elders or the adults, they want the rewards. If they did something, they want the reward. What is the reward for that? What we are going to get it? And they want the recognition. Recognition means the people should know that this work is done by so and so person. That is the recognition they want. Sometimes it happens that suppose you have cooked a very good dish, or you have arranged the home in a very decorative manner or something, and somebody has praised that, wow, what an arrangement, or what a taste of that dish. So immediately you would like to say that it's by me, prepared by me, done by me. And the next expectation is from the person to give you the appreciation or the recognition, like, oh, you have done that, it's really good, great, you have done a great job, you'll be happy. This is the reward. You want the reward, you want the recognition. And the last thing is that the adults always wanted the money to do some of the work. For the children, money is not important. They never bothered about money because they don't know the importance of money. They don't bothered about money. But for the adults, money is important. So these are the differences between the children and the adults. And Gandhiji, as he said that we have to learn the lessons from the children. Now Azim Premji is comparing the children and the adults, and he is saying that if they together learn from each other, that could be better, because some qualities adults would have and some qualities children would have. So better to learn together rather than forcing to get them learn whatever we have. For he has given here few examples like father and children to learn together. According to him, there is no need for the father to impose his restrictions, discipline, attitude and everything on the children. Let the children teach something. And he himself said that, Azim Premji, that I have learned from my children the art of parenting, because they teach me what is better for them and I started learning from them. Maybe definitely they learn something from him, but he wanted to learn from the children and he wanted the same relation to be among the father and the children. It doesn't mean that we have to disrespect the parents, we have to teach them that we know better. No, it's not like that. It actually means that you have to have a cordial relations, a friendly relation type. Don't leave the line of the respect, but still you have to remember that whatever the relations you have with your father, you have to make it very cordial. Father, mother, he is talking about the parents here. So they have to get the cordial relation and they are supposed to get ready for the learning. Like nowadays, you know that maybe many of your parents are not aware of how to use the laptops, phones or different softwares. So who has to help them out? You. Because they helped you, they actually done a lot of things in upbringing you. They brought you up in such a manner. They taught you how to walk, how to talk, how to actually maintain yourself. They taught you. And now it's your duty, wherever there is a need, you have to go ahead and help them out. It is not you are teaching them, it is like you are helping them out. So there is a need to understand that one and to maintain the cordial relations. The next is the teacher and the student. And he is saying that the teacher and the student should learn together. Nowadays, recently government has changed the recently means it's actually from 2015, 14 or 15, the academic year has got a lot of change, academic like studies, especially for 10th standard, from 6th to 10th standard, they have got a lot of change into that, because they wanted the children to learn through discussion, not by rote memory, because you two have crossed the same stages in the 10th standard. What you have written, the physics paper was actually like a discussion paper. They are not asking the direct questions from the back of the reader or something. They are asking experimental questions, observation questions. For English also there is a difference in the pattern, like you have so many discourses, diary entries, like you have describing the processes, many things, letter writings are different. So that shows that the government has changed the policy in order to make the children acquainted with the new world, modern world. Acquaintedness to familiar, to get you familiar for the modern world. So you have to survive into the modern world easily. So here is that he wanted the teacher should be acting like a guide, a helper, and sometimes a student can also help the teacher out, because in the projector classrooms or in some of the classes where you need the softwares and all, the children can definitely help out. They know that better how to use the projector, how to use the laptops and all, so they can help the teachers a lot. So it is not like they are teaching, they are learning, both are learning. Sometimes the teacher also learns, sometimes the student also learn. Refrain. I told you the meaning in the previous class. Refrains mean to stop. Stop from forceful learning. No forceful learning, no imposing that you have to learn this and that. Forceful learning means like making the child as you like. There is no need. The child has a separate individuality. He is himself an individual. So where is the need to make himself like a mirror image of yourself? Especially it is for the parents as well. Like parents wanted their children to be better, best among the all. But it is not possible. Nobody is perfect. Nobody can become the best. Everybody has some flaws, some errors, some imperfections. But we have to actually bother about strengths. We have to change our weaknesses into strengths rather than crying on our weaknesses. We can try to overcome them. The next point is that what he said, let the children be children. Let the children, don't let them become the adults in their childhood days. Let the children be children, let them face this curiosity, let them explore, let them be fearless, let them enjoy the life and let them enjoy their own childhood rather than making them adults in their childhood days. It's better to let them enjoy their childhood. So with that we have completed nearly many of the paras. So I hope you have understood what Gandhiji said, what according to Azim Premji, the differences between the children and the adults, what he has taken out the changes and the differences. And the next is that whatever the suggestions he has given for both the father and the teacher, how to behave with their students and the children and how the children should be with their elders, means like how they should be like try to maintain the cordial relations. And no forceful learning, and the children should have to be by themselves. They have to learn something and they have to enjoy their childhood. With that, in next class we'll continue the next part of our prose lesson, Dancing in the Rain by Azim Premji. By the time, take care.